Denominator, if you're not sure how to find the common denominator, we can go straight to Chloe. 12, yeah. So I know you have the answer. But the common denominator here, you can always find by just multiplying these two denominators. If you're not sure of one, it won't always get you the lowest common denominator, but it will get you one to work with. So 3 times 4 gives 12. So both of these fractions can be written as an equivalent fraction out of 12. Remember, an equivalent fraction is something like, right, what's equivalent to a half? Well, if I multiply the top and bottom by the same number, let's say 3, I get 3/6, and that's also a half. That 3 is half of 6, and 4 is half of 8, 5 is half of 10. These are all equivalent fractions. They have the same value. If you want to talk which is bigger, 5/10 of a pizza or half a pizza, there is no difference. They are the exact same. That is why they are called equivalent fractions. So, with both of these now with a denominator of 12, we must change the numerator, but we must get an equivalent fraction. So 3 times 4 gave 12 here in the bottom. So the top must also get 4 times bigger. The bottom here got 3 times bigger. So the top here gets 3 times bigger. And now we're ending up with these new fractions. 4 over 12 and 3/12. 4/12 is the same as 1/3. 3/12 is the same as 1/4. Now I just subtract the number. 4 take away 3 leaves me with one of those 12ths. And that is my answer. I know I said that this was adding, but it's I did subtraction first. I know that's what all your hands are about. Okay. I'll do adding over here. Okay. Kezia.
So if you have like 2 and 6 as the denominator.
Yeah. So you're
multiply 2 and 6.
You can pick 6 if you know 6 is one that works, or you can pick 12. You may have to simplify your answer if you pick one that's too big. But that's okay. A multiplying method will always give you 1, but sometimes it's too big. It's not the lowest common multiple. It is just a common multiple. Yes?
Is there ever a time when there can't be a singular denominator?
No, because they always can be multiplied. Two numbers, it mightn't be a nice denominator, but they always can be multiplied, so there always be multiples. Might not always have factors. Working like 3 and 4 have no common factors beside 1, but they do have a multiple, because you just multiply them by each other. Okay, adding is the same thing. Maybe I'll just do one with a mixed number this time. So if I have 2 and 1, maybe go 2/3 this time, plus 4 and a 7th. Okay, there's a couple ways you do this. Now, if you like, with adding and sometimes with subtraction, I can just take the whole number separately. But let's say we just want to remember how to do improper fractions. So I want to write these as improper fractions first, just as a step. So how do I write this as improper fraction, Chloe? Okay, yeah. So 2 is 6/3. 3/3 and 3/3 again. So 6/3, or 3 times 2 gives 6, added to the top. I have now 8/3. And if I do the same with this, I get 29. 4 times 7 gives the 28. Add the 1 of 29/7. Now I need to find a common denominator. This is probably not the way I do this. I would add 2 and 4 first and just add the fractions separately. But I'm showing you how to do improper fractions as we go here. What's the common denominator I can use here, Stephanos?
21.
21, very good. So I need to create 2 equivalent fractions with 21 as the denominator. So this one has been multiplied by 7. So the top also gets multiplied by 7. Otherwise, it wouldn't be equivalent. This one gets multiplied by 3. So this one also gets multiplied by 3. What's 29 times 3? Quick maths.
29. That's easy.
87. All right, so lots of shouting. But yes, 87. Now, even quicker maths. What's 56 plus 87?
143.
All right. So, I know, yes. If we all shout, it'll be great. Yes, in the exam, you won't be allowed a calculator, so you'd have to do something like that in your head, but you can do a little bit of rough work. Thank you, Kevin. Do a little bit of rough work. Yes?
In our example, we have a calculator.
For these type of questions, no. For area and volume, you can use a calculator. Right, how do I change this back into a mixed number? Chris?
No, I just have a question.
Yes?
So since it's like multi stuff and like the thing that we had in the last
Is this about calculator?
yeah. The thing that we had in the last
Yes, so area and volume. Yes, correct. Caleb?
You have to put how many times 21 goes into 143.
Right, so many times 21 goes into 143. How many times does 21 go into 143?
Easy. We have to divide
How many times?
it. It goes in 6 times.
6 times. What's my remainder? So 21 times.
6.809. Oh,
Okay. And what's my remainder? What's my remainder?
6.809.
6.809.
Why are we saying that? If we have no calculators, we won't be able to do that. What's my remainder?
3. No, it would be
No,
4.
it's
143.
It was 4.
3. No, 4.
4.
5. 17.
Thank you, 17. So I need to subtract this from this. There was 17 left over. So, and that is my remainder. Stop using the calculator, please. It is not relevant. If you give an answer as a decimal in a fractions question, you're just going to be not giving it correct in the, because I'm not asking you to use your calculator for this. I'm trying to get you some mental maths. Okay, let's look at, we'll just look at division because it involves multiplication. Yeah, keep, change, flip, KFC, KCF, okay. Okay. All right, so we have this. We can't keep, change, or flip this until we do something. What's the first step we do here? Stephanos? Improper. So we'll do that again. 2 times 7 gives 14. Added to the top, I get 17 over 7. Divided by, what's this one?
9 over 2.
Thank you, 9 over 2. Now I do my Kentucky Fried Chicken. I keep it. I change. And I flip. This means I keep this the same. I change this to multiply and I flip this upside down. The reason behind that is because multiplication is the opposite to division. So if I want to multiply what I divided, I got to use the opposite number. Right. And now how do I multiply? Just straight line. 17 times 2 gives 34. 7 times 9 gives 63. Okay. If you could simplify, which you can't in this case, because this was prime, this is prime, which means nothing will simplify. You can, but you can probably simplify diagonally at this point if you want it. But that is not in this case. Okay. Zach.